Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big for One Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 71 of winning a national championship with every team in the game. If you guys missed any of the last episodes, up at the right-hand corner will be a playlist of all of our episodes from episode 1 to episode 71. But if you're unable to watch those videos completely understand, down in the description below will be a record of every team that we've done so far and that their records of winning their national championship. Also, if you guys want to see any schools yourself, write it in the comment section below. As long as we haven't done them before, I will gladly do it for the next couple episodes, because right now I'm mostly recording these a couple of days before, so we might have like one or two before that happens. But all in all, write in the comment section down below which teams that you would like to see to win a national championship. But before that, obviously, we have a new episode, means new team, which means we get a wheel spin. There's still a lot of teams left to go here for this series, over, I believe, 60 of them. We almost got Penn State, but we're going to Alabama. We're going to South Alabama here with this one. So South Alabama, I believe, is in the Sun Belt. Yeah, there they are. 78 overall. It's actually one of the better teams in the Sun Belt as well, so not terrible. They're coming in as a one-star school, though. But head coach, we are a scheme guru. Pretty decent the last couple of years, but nothing else to really write home about with this team. But all in all, wanted to see how our coaches are, and of course how the roster looks as well. Taking a look at the coachabilities first, we do have recruiter and motivator as well, which will be very, very nice. Mostly for the quarterbacks for motivator, and for the offense is mostly the whole offense. Offensive coordinator only is motivator and tactician, and same thing with defense. So we're going to have to fire both of our coordinators so we can get some recruiter-wise with them and some motivator. Looking at the team, we do have an 86 overall. We also have an 82 halfback. Hopefully his playing style, so we need to run the ball a lot with him. Quarterback is a 78, so we got him for a while with him being a freshman as well. Wide receiver is an 81. Could use some speed here. Tight end will be, 3 of them are leaving us, so we're willing to tight end. Offensive line, we got a pretty decent amount of players. We don't have anyone leaving. Defensive line, though, needs some help. Linebackers could use some extra players. Corners need speed. Safety's fine for now, and the other one is good as well. And we do need a punter in this during the season. So I'm going to go ahead and get season 1 out of the way here with South Alabama, and I'll be right back. So here we are at the end of season number 1 here at South Alabama. We go 4-8 on the season. Not a great year to begin it. We lost our first 2 games against North, Texas, and Ohio. Luckily, we did play FCS. We're going to lose our first 7 games in a row, because then we lost App State, LSU, Arkansas State, and Troy before beating UL Monroe and Georgia Southern, losing to Louisiana, beating Southern Miss, and then losing to Texas State to end out the season. So unfortunately, 4-8 is not going to get us very much anywhere, but we did fire both of our coordinators to start going after other ones and hopefully better ones as well. We've been upgrading a lot of places, but a lot of people do want to transfer out. But Cade Klubnik wins the Heisman Trophy, something he didn't do with us in our simulation with Clemson. He got 3,700 yards, 44 touchdowns, and 1 interception on the season, and we did not get any rewards. I don't know why I'm checking the bracket now, but we'll do that at the end of the season recap. We're going to manage our staff here because we do need to hire both of our coordinators, and we're just going to try to find like that guy right there. Bang. Hopefully he signs. Yes. Hopefully both those guys sign. If they do, we're looking pretty good, at least for now. So let's advance the week, see if we get both those coordinators, and if we do, we can just advance straight to the end of the season recap and go from there. Because I want both those coordinators, and we got both of them, so we'll gladly take it. And now it's just going to go ahead and simulate an end of season recap like we normally would, if we didn't need to hire any coordinators or anything like that, but usually we wouldn't know if someone signed our coordinators. But all in all, we have like 9 people wanting to transfer out, but coach stability, conference prestige go up, coach prestige goes down, which is unfortunate. But we have about 10 13. We have 14 players at risk of transfer, which is not very nice. And Michigan defeats Missouri. I think that's the first time I've seen Missouri in just normal simulations make it to the national championship. With Liberty, Kansas State, Oregon, Missouri, and Clemson as the automatic qualifiers. With Michigan, Alabama, Ohio State, Florida, Rutgers, and USC, Miami as the at-large bids. But that's going to end Season 1 here at South Alabama. It's on to Season 2. So here we are in Season 2 at South Alabama. We go 5-7, better than last year by a game, but it is 5-7. We lost to Illinois. Then we beat Tulane, who actually ended up being 10th in the nation, 42-11. Then we lost to Auburn, beat North Texas and South Mississippi before losing to Louisiana Monroe, beating App State, losing to Troy and Coastal, but then beating ranked Texas State. So we have 2 ranked wins. It's just we sucked against everybody else. So unfortunately, another 5-7 year, and it's or another under 500 season, I should say. But hopefully next year. I mean, granted, we are only an 82 overall, but we are adding a lot of good talent in this in this recruiting class. So hopefully we do it in Cade Klubnik goes back-to-back Heisman Trophy winners, 3,900 yards, 43 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. And, yeah, of course we don't make a bowl game. That was kind of obvious. But Georgia, Tulane, Clemson, Cincinnati, Ohio State make it as the automatic qualifiers. With USC, Texas A&M, and Alabama, LSU, Penn State, and Nebraska and Notre Dame as the at-large bids. And now we'll just go ahead and advance to the end-of-season recap to see who wins it all here in year number 2. Last year was Michigan, so we'll kind of see if I don't think Michigan was in it this year. I don't remember. I even just said it like 30 seconds, not even 30 seconds ago, and I've already forgotten. That's how bad my short-term memory is. But, yeah, coach stability, conference prestige both go down. Coach prestige goes up, but pro potential goes down. Not looking very pretty, but USC wins it all over LSU. And they end up beating Georgia, Tulane, and Clemson to get there. So they definitely earned it. But that's going to end Season 2. It is on to Season 3 here at South Alabama. And here we are in Season 3 here at South Alabama. We go 6-6, so every year we're just improving by a win. Beat Troy, lost to Tulane, beat Ohio and Kentucky before losing to Texas State and Texas A&M. Beat Arkansas State, lost to Louisiana, beat App State, lost to Louisville, Monroe, and Southern Mississippi before winning against Old Dominion in our final week of the season to go 500. So there's a chance we get a bowl game in year number 3 here with South Alabama. That'd be nice, but no conference championship. We did just sign a right outside linebacker. That's always nice. Focusing mostly defense this year. We get the week 16, so we got to advance one more week to see who wins the Heisman Trophy here in Season 3. Could be that Clemson quarterback, as they normally do. Just got a free safety as well, and a middle linebacker. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name because I would butcher it. But we will take a 6-6 season. Byron Brown with USF wins the Heisman Trophy. 3,300 yards, 27 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Had to be rushing in there as well. We'll be playing Boise State in the Potato Bowl. So they don't have to go very far, but we're going to go ahead and simulate the end-of-season recap. Then we'll go over the bracket in season number 3 here. So hopefully season 4 can be a little bit better and get some more wins added on, and then go from there. We did lose the bowl game, but we do go up in pro potential, coach stability, coach prestige as well. So that is nice with this season. And Kansas State in Season 3 wins it all 31-28 with Southern Mississippi, Kansas State, USC, LSU, and Clemson as the automatic qualifiers, with Michigan, Nebraska, Oregon, Tennessee, Purdue, and Houston, Oklahoma as the at-large bid. So that's going to end Season 3. It's on Season 4 here with South Alabama. And here we are in season number 4 here at South Alabama. We go 8-4. A very, very nice season where we beat FCS, Florida State, Nevada. We lost Louisiana Tech, but then beat Southern Mississippi before losing 3 in a row to Troy, Texas State, and Old Dominion. But then we won our last 4. Marshall, UL Monroe, Arkansas State, and Louisiana. All pretty close wins, but we will take the wins nonetheless. We do not make the conference championship game. We were not one of the best in the Sun Belt on the west side. which is fine. We ended up losing a 5-star. He actually wanted to come to the school, which is kind of surprising, but I don't know. We will be getting a bowl game, probably a pretty good bowl game too here, and seeing what we can do. We gain 1900 XP, so we don't level up, which is a little unfortunate. DJ Lagway with TCU wins the Heisman Trophy, 3,400 yards, 43 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. We're playing Toledo in the 68 Ventures Bowl. I've never gotten this one, I think. Kind of weird. But anyways, let's go ahead and simulate to the end of season recap here. Just kind of see who makes the college football playoff and see who wins the national title. I mean, with an 8-4 team, we might go up to a 2-star prestige. You never know. But we can see. We just signed a right outside linebacker, which will be nice. We did lose, so we are 8-5. We are now a 2-star prestige, but pro potential is up to a B. Coach stability is up to an A. Prestige is a B- as well for our coaches. And yeah, 8-5 on the season is not terrible. A lot better than the last couple seasons. And Ball State at 9. Wow, okay. Virginia Tech, USC, TCU, and Kentucky make it as the automatic qualifiers, with Tulsa, Tulsa, Miami, SMU, Oregon, Kansas State, and Florida and LSU as the automatic qualifiers, with USC beating TCU 31-25 in that one. So I'm surprised Ball State and Tulsa, so 2 G5 schools make it, so good for them. And yeah, that's going to end season 4. It's on to season 5 here at South Alabama. And here we are in season 5 here at South Alabama. We go 11-1 on the season. A very, very good season here. Only loss came against UL Monroe, who only went 3-9. Beat Ole Miss, beat Bowling Green, Middle Tennessee, Ball State, James Madison, Arkansas State, Louisiana, Southern Mississippi, Troy, Texas State, and Marshall. And now we have to face Marshall again in the conference championship game. So this, I mean, it all comes down to this. If we win, we get a bye. So I guess let's see if we can win. If we win again, we do get the bye going in the college football playoff. More than likely, I don't think we'll get a first round game. We actually did lose a 5-star wide receiver. That's fine. And we won. Yeah, because we're 12-1. Program edition goes up to a D+, but championship contender for some reason goes down. But all in all, we do win the Sun Belt. We do get a right in with Defensive Player of the Week, so let's go. We'll take that all day. So yeah, we do get the Week 16. We are number 8. So we're guaranteed now the college football playoff. It just depends on now if we get a bye, because we did go down a spot. Blake Barnett wins the Heisman Trophy, 3,400 yards, 36 touchdowns to 4 interceptions on the season. And we do get a bye. So we do get the bye. We actually get the 4 with Utah State, South Alabama, USC, Texas A&M, and Kansas State as the automatic qualifiers. Notre Dame, TCU and Georgia, Oregon, Ohio State, and UCF and Michigan as the at-large bid. So 8-5 Utah State makes it. That's kind of surprising, but all in all, we have to play either Utah State or Notre Dame here in the quarterfinals with South Alabama. And we'll have to see. We're going to be getting Notre Dame in the quarterfinals. That's going to be a tough one. Ohio State moved on. We also had Michigan and TCU move on. Notre Dame only won by 3 against Utah State, so it was a closer game than I thought it was going to be, but who knows what can happen in this one. So let's get it started here against 12-1 Notre Dame. And Notre Dame is a 91 overall. Defense got to find ways to get stops. The offense got to find ways to put up points every time we touch the football. Unfortunately, going to have to figure something out. Going to start on offense first. If we turn the ball over, this game is not going to go over very well. And we do get a touchdown on our second drive and another one. So it's 14-0 after the first quarter where the defense is doing solid. It's now 24-0. What has happened to Notre Dame? It's 31-0 at the half. What is going on? It's 34-0. Oh my goodness, this team is insane. I think we just go to the next quarter. We're going to blow out Notre Dame. 44-0. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't think we got any turnovers. We ran for 24 times for 133 yards and 2 touchdowns. We threw 34 times. We were 20 for 30. We had 7 for 29 and 11 rushes. They had 40 plays. They did have 3 turnovers, I guess. That makes sense. And it was 3 interceptions. 3 interceptions. Okay. I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be a closer game than that, but hey, we move on. We're not going to complain. We're moving on to the semifinals. I'm still surprised. I'm at a loss for words in that 44-0 game. Like, I thought it was going to be like 27-24 if we did win or something like that, or like a 17-10 or like a 17-14. We got to play USC in the Fiesta Bowl now, which will be another tough opponent. They beat them 38-31, and Ohio State and Michigan. Ohio State put up 70 on Texas A&M. I'm scared. But, anywho. Let's get it started against both teams are 13-1. This time it's USC, and they're at 89. So not a 91 like Notre Dame was, but Notre Dame didn't score a point, and we got 3 turnovers on them. So let's see how USC fares against us here in the semifinals, where the winner will go to the national championship game. And we got to start on defense first. Defense gets a stop. Unfortunately, the offense hasn't done anything. USC is driving, though, to start pretty much the second quarter. They get a field goal, so the defense gets, forces a stop. But it's only 3-0 at the half, so the defense has done fantastic. The offense finally puts up a touchdown and another one, so it's 14-3 here going into the fourth quarter with an 11-point lead, and we get a stop on defense. And we get another field goal to make this a 2-touchdown game. 4th and 14, they do get a huge pass play for a first down, but they're eating a lot of clock, which is actually beneficial for us. They do score a touchdown, but miss the 2-point conversion. And we get a first down. And there's a 5-yard penalty, and that's going to do it. South Alabama is going to defeat USC 17-9 in the Fiesta Bowl. And that was, I thought, was going to be the game from Notre Dame-wise. I mean, we only allowed 6 points in the fourth quarter. They tried to go for 2. Down only by 14. I guess they were trying to get the 2-point conversion and then a field goal or an extra point to win it. But they failed the 2-point conversion. We take the win. We're going to the national championship to play either Ohio State or Michigan. Ohio State put up 70 points on Texas A&M, as I showed before. So I'm probably thinking it's going to be them. We're going to get some Player of the Weeks because we're probably the only team playing at this point in the Sun Belt. We're playing Michigan in the national championship game. They end up beating Ohio State 42-32. They end up beating UCF and Kansas State to get here as well. So this will be a tough matchup, either or for us. Let's get this started against 12-3 Michigan. And they are an 89 overall team. This will be another tough matchup, but hey, 91 Notre Dame, 89 USC, now 89 overall Michigan. Just got to find a ways to get stops on defense, and the offense got to have to score. We're going to start on defense first. The defense gets a stop. The offense, unfortunately, punts, but we do have a pretty good second quarter here, hopefully, where we do get a field goal to take the lead and a touchdown to make it 10-0, but Michigan does score before the end of the half to make it 10-7. We start with the football and unfortunately punt, but we do get a turnover and make this 17-7 going into the fourth quarter, where we have to punt to start, and we get a turnover, and it's now 24-7, and another one. Back-to-back turnovers forced by our defense, and that's 3 straight on 3 straight drives. We get first and goal. This game is over. Michigan will score at the late buzzer, but South Alabama, has pulled off the miracle run to win the national championship. We beat Notre Dame. We beat USC. We beat Michigan 34-14. The defense only allows 25 points in the 3 games. And the offense scores a ton. An unbelievable run for this team, too. Did not expect that. We scored 17 points in the fourth quarter. Thanks to some turnovers forced by the defense and allowed short field for our offense. So an unbelievable run, and let's check out the stats before we head on out. Hollins, 4,300 yards, 37 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. Rushing-wise, Lockridge had 861 and 12. Hollins 156 and 1, and Tolzien with 99 and 2. Cameron here had 8 carries for 36 yards. Receiving-wise, Wood had over 1,000 yards with 12 touchdowns. Cantrell almost had 1,000 with 915 and 7. Tolzien 880 with 9. Wicks 558 with 5. Lockridge also had 43 catches, 429. Selvia had 215 and 3. IU had 82 yards, and Westbrook 1 catch, 2 yards, but it was a touchdown. Defensive-wise, McKinnon led the team with 80 tackles. Noble and Busby had 11 tackles for a loss. Jennings had 8 sacks to lead the team. Hops had 5 interceptions. We only forced... we forced a lot of fumbles. We forced 8 of them, but only recovered 4. We had no blocked kicks, no safeties, and no defensive touchdowns. Kicking-wise, Hyde here did miss a 50 and a 40 and a 30 and a 20, and he missed 1 extra point, so not a great season from him. But punting-wise, 2,700 yards, 1 got blocked, 9 inside the 20 and 7 were touchbacks, and no kick or punt return touchdowns here for South Alabama. But that's going to do it for the episode. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit that like button down below. It's free. Really helps out the channel. And again, I'll see you guys on Monday for another episode of Winning a National Championship with Every Team. Hope you guys have a great Easter. And I will see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.